We have now come to Isaiah, the 7th chapter, and we're looking at verse 9. And this is the verse. The head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. If you will not believe, surely you shall not be established. We can only understand this verse if we look at the context. Isaiah, on behalf of God, is speaking to Ahaz. King Ahaz of Judah was friendly to Assyria. He hoped a friendship with the aggressor would prevent an occupation. And of course, ultimately, he was proven wrong in the desire. It didn't work. But Ahaz made a tremendous mistake. He did not rely on God, who would protect the lineage of David, and he would see to it that Jerusalem would not be occupied by Assyria, and that the lineage of David's of kingship would be sustained. And so God says through the prophet, the head of Ephraim is Samaria. Well, of course, that is, Ephraim is actually the 10 northern tribes. It's a collective name for the state of Israel above Judah. North of it, that is actually quite hostile, as is Syria is hostile to Ahaz because of the sympathy that Ahaz holds out for Assyria. Pekah was the son of Remaliah, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. His name was Pekah. Now God is saying this. He is saying through Isaiah to Ahaz, and I think really he is saying this to us. If you do not believe, if you will not believe that the Lord will keep you, sustain you, protect you, if you don't believe that, you cannot be established. Without faith, isn't it? It is impossible to please him. And if Ahaz only would have listened to the prophet, those kings of Syria and the northern 10 tribes could not possibly harm Ahaz if it wasn't the will of God. And neither can anything hurt us today if it is not his will.